And that my sexual relationships with girls did not turn me heterosexual.
So was your...
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and save us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about the gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk a doubter, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
You're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Let me talk to you a minute about Wild Bagels. Wild Bagels, located at 1901 Stillwell Avenue in beautiful Brooklyn, New York, is where you could pick up your favorite bagels with your favorite toppings and fillings, baked on premises. And while you're at it, you could order a nice tall cup of joe like this one here. Order a tall one like MC Too Tall. And the address again is 1901 Stillwell Avenue, or for delivery, you could give them a call at 718-333-WILD. That's 718-333-WILD. Wild Bagels. Those bagels sure are wild. And here we go. While I'm out here dominating the circuit and the independent scene in hip-hop and a unique genre called industrial rap, while I'm doing that, while I'm making hip-hop music that goth chicks just love and devour, we have a few things going on. Like Ilhan Omar getting sprayed with vinegar. Apple cider vinegar at that. And I believe that to be a psyop. She was mingling with the assailant moments before the alleged assault or the staged assault, whatever you want to call it. She's pulling a Jussie Smollett for all the people to see on national TV. With that, Tom Homan went into Minneapolis and spoke to the people there, and he says that the arrests of people who interfere with ICE apprehensions are still going to happen. It's still going to go on. So don't give your ICE agents and Border Patrol a hard time. Don't be a dick. Just stay out of the way. Let law enforcement do their job and arrest the bad guys. And again, this is all while I'm dominating hip-hop, industrial rap, and being well received within the goth scene without having to plunge both my feet into goth culture. And while all this is going on, that ruthless thug, okay, that heartless, Christian-hating thug, Don Lemon, was arrested. He went to some cockamamie award ceremony, dressed like I don't know what, very, very poorly dressed, very classless, and he gets arrested, and good for him. He's a thug, and he belongs in jail. Do you hear that, Don Lemon? Jail, jail, jail. You should be in jail. And that's what's going on, folks. Don Lemon is in jail where he belongs. Jail. This ruthless thug. And what's he in jail for? Well, him and his cohorts raided a St. Paul church, harassed the minister, harassed the pastor and the parishioners, traumatized the children, demanding justice for Renee Macklin. Renee Macklin, who I refuse to call Renee Good. And they just harass people, traumatize children, as I said, bothered the pastor and demanded the pastor step down and turn himself into law enforcement. Meanwhile, Don Lemon was a fugitive from that day until now that they finally caught him. They finally took this ruthless thug, this detriment to society, off the streets. And the streets are now safer without Don Lemon on them. This person was a dangerous criminal. He needed to be stopped. And by God, law enforcement stepped in and stopped him. And if you don't feel safer right now after the arrest of Don Lemon, I don't know how to deal with you. There's something wrong with you. I won't get into it. I won't give you a barrage of insults, but there's something wrong with you. So, these people have been emboldened by the media, and Don Lemon is part of that media that emboldened these liberals, these thugs, these radicals, these gnarly pieces of human garbage to violently attack our streets in our big cities. They're emboldened, they're encouraged by media to crash Sunday sermon and interrupt the parishioners' practice of praise and worship to Lord Messiah and God's only begotten Son, the only way through which you could get into heaven, Jesus Christ. So, all this is being done while I remain a dominating force in underground music of hip-hop and several other genres of music all at once. And this is fact. No embellishment going on here. Not being braggadocious of things that just aren't happening. I'm the unstoppable force. And I've taken that energy to rid government of the Democrats. The Democrats are ruining government, which means they're ruining America. And since America is very influential throughout the world, the Democrats are ruining the world as long as they stay within power in American government. The American left, the political American left, is a ruination of the entire world, and they need to be stopped. And one by one, they're being stopped. Don Lemon, that bearded bastard cohort that went in there with him, that black lesbian woman that professes to be a minister, that claims she's a minister. They're all going down. They're also saying Luigi Mangione is on trial. He needs to go down as well. Unfortunately, they've taken the death penalty off the table. So if found guilty, he will face life in prison or up to life in prison. You know, they might give him a lighter sentence depending on how many bleeding heart liberals are in the jury. But it's a damn shame that they've taken the motion to seek the death penalty off the table. Now, can the death penalty be put on the table for Don Lemon? I mean, it would be saving society to remove Don Lemon from society. Unless you put him in a maximum security prison, the only other way would be the death penalty. But you got a lot of softies throughout this country that might not allow that to be discussed. But I would like to see him do life in prison in maximum security. Because maximum security prison is where thugs, ruthless thugs like Don Lemon belong. Maybe they'll give him 20 years hard time and he'll come out with the words thug life across his belly, black teardrop underneath one of his eyes, talking about the hard life he had in prison. Meanwhile, the only thing hard about his life in prison would have something to do with his submission to hard objects in prison. And that's no pun, that is no joke. Prison life, in prison life, the dominant men rape the weaker men. It just happens. That's why what I say, if I ever go to jail, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I don't expect to go to jail. But if I should, I will do my time like a man, and like a man, I will not get raped. I feel sorry for the men who get raped in prison, but I will not ever join the ranks of men who get raped in prison. I will never be overpowered and sexually dominated by another man. It's just never going to happen because, I'm not that dainty that I would let something like that happen. I'm not dainty, period. So Don Lemon is in jail. Jail, jail, jail. And that's exactly where Don Lemon belongs and should spend the rest of his life. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, founding father figure of industrial rap, and New York City goth scene ambassador. Boy, do I have a lot of credentials. I'm MC Too Tall. You be safe out there. Don't get raped.